What brand are you loyal to and why? Fisher-Price. I bought a baby swing at a second-hand market. It was about 5 years old, but it still worked great. Only, when we set it up at home, I discovered it was missing the waist straps that form part of the harness. On a whim, I called up Fisher-Price and asked if there was some way to order the straps. The customer service person looked up the serial number of the swing and immediately sent me a new set of straps free of charge. When I asked why they were sending me new straps, even though I had been honest and told them I had gotten the swing second-hand, I was told that Fisher-Price is dedicated to the safety of babies and children and that they will always back up their products, no matter how old they are or how they were bought. It may be an image thing or a liability thing, but I was honestly blown away by the level of customer service they offered. It's not a brand per se, but there is a tire place in my hometown called Just Tires who I will forever sing the praises of. My mom has those crappy, expensive, low-profile tires. She went there once wanting to buy 2, then come back next payday and buy the next 2, because she couldn't afford to buy all 4. Now the owner sees her tires and they are bad. He says he cannot in good conscience let my mom drive on bad tires and let get pay for 2 but take all 4, trusting her to come back and pay for both. Which she did. Fast forward a month and it's my turn to get tires and he gives me a quote for his cheapest brand. He finds out that he missed the sale of the cheap brand and didn't have more, puts the good tires on my car and sells them to me for the price he originally told me I'd pay. I'm always going to go there for new tires. Still, my dad once bought a commercial still weed eater for use around his property. It's a 2-cycle engine, so it takes gas mixed with oil. Dad did not know this. He ran it on straight gas until it locked up. The still technician who fixed it told him it would either last a week or a lifetime, no telling. That was 30 years ago and it still runs great. All the outdoor stuff I buy is still. Kirkland. I've never been disappointed. Quality product for reasonable price. Kirkland vodka > Grey Goose. Anchor. Anytime anything has gone wrong, they have immediately fixed it, usually sending out a replacement cable battery speaker without needing the faulty one back. Adidas, because most of their products are comfortable and because I'm Slavic. JanSport backpacks. Mine lasted almost 30 years before it finally fell apart at the seams. I remembered it had a lifetime warranty, so I shipped it into their warranty department. I expected they would throw it away and replace it with the nearest equivalent. Got it back 2 weeks later. Since there was nothing wrong with the fabric, they had resewn all the seams, and now it's like brand new again. They also sent me an information slip detailing the history of the model of backpack. Edit. Thanks for my very first award, anonymous stranger. I appreciate the silver. Edit 2. Multiple awards. Y'all really like your backpacks. Pilot G2 pens. Black, 0.38 mm. They're just perfect pens. Smooth, feel good in the hand. Love the pocket clip that I fidget with in meetings. If I had one recommendation, it'd be to make that clip stronger, as I break them on pretty much all my pens. Removed. MSI. I had a video card that melted my entire computer outside of the warranty period. I sent the video card in on NRMA. They asked if it did any damage to the rest of my computer. I said yes. They then requested a copy of the parts I bought as long as it's through a company they know. Fortunately, I bought all my parts through Newegg. Sent them my order and they completely reimbursed me for my entire computer. I have MSINOBO as well. Since then I always get their products. They didn't need to do that since my GPU was out of warranty. Patagonia. Ivan Schwiard, the owner and past CEO, built a company that respects its own workers. Their HQ has free yoga, a organic cafe, free childcare. They allow workers to set their hours and even go surfing every day. They also set strict standards for the environmental and the ethical impact of the materials used for production. Another CEO made this statement about Patagonia: "They've shown that you can build a profitable business while thinking about the environment and thinking about your team and community." Google Patagonia and read about them as a company. It should be the model for any businesses in the United States. Fiskars, all I'm saying is lifetime warranty on everything. Chewy.com, because they wrote my dog's birthday cards and holiday cards, handwritten cards. Old Bay, for gracing these lands with a wonderful seasoning. 10 years ago, Blizzard, RIP. Chewy.com, this is a place that really cares about animals. I've heard nothing but great stories about them from their customers. Their customer service is on point and they make customers feel like they and their pets matter. They have gone above and beyond for me several times, but the most touching story is the most recent. A couple months ago I lost my dog. His name was Riker. He was a 5-year-old Siberian Husky, and he had diabetes. It was a freak accident, an infection caused by a routine neutering procedure. This dog was everything to me. He was hilarious, sweethearted, and happy, and never in my life did I imagine I would be losing him so soon. I was using Chewy's scheduled delivery service for 2 different kinds of prescription dog food to help regulate his diabetes. I was always afraid of a recall on his food would leave us in a pinch because he needed to eat and receive an insulin shot twice a day. If he didn't eat, I had to keep an even closer than usual eye on him to make sure he didn't fall into hypoglycemia and have a seizure. Because of this fear, I always ordered several extra cases of food so we could manage through a potential recall if need be. When my boy passed away, I had almost 4x12 cases of his food stocked up with nowhere for it to go, and his food was quite expensive, so that was around $50. I called Chewy and explained my situation, asking if there was any way I could return the unopened cases for a refund. The agent I spoke with told me they would refund me for those cases of food, and advised me to donate the food to a local animal shelter. They didn't ask for proof of the cases, proof that my dog had passed, or react with any skepticism at all. They told me they were sorry for my loss and that everyone at Chewy is family regardless of the loss of a pet. A week later I received a gorgeous bouquet of flowers in honor of Riker from Chewy with yet more condolences and well wishes. This effort blew me away entirely. I was in a very low place after losing my dog, and their kindness and thoughtfulness touched my heart. If you have a pet, I would strongly recommend checking out Chewy.com to see if they have what you need. Dawn dish soap. It never fails to get dishes clean and other dirt, grease, and grime off. NyQuil. No other medicine. I've tried others. Nothing helps me sleep like NyQuil when I'm sick. Honda Outboard, CR-V, snowblower. They just work. All the time. My CR-V is awesome to drive. My Honda snowblower does things none of my neighbors can come close to. It was 3 times the price though, but I'm not trying to die from shoveling darn tough socks. They are just awesome in every way and worth every penny. Band-Aid. The quality of those products are so far beyond the competition that we don't call them bandages anymore. Heinz ketchup. Nothing else tastes right. Carhartt. Their clothing is awesome and really great quality. Google. Because I have already sold my soul to them and there is no way back. Nintendo. Because I love playing their video games and I grew up playing Nintendo games. I've heard IKEA treats their employees like human beings, so that alone puts them higher than most other big corporations I've heard of. Sennheiser headphones, and ColorFab 3D printer filament edit. I've also recently got associated with Milwaukee Tools and it's growing on me. Trojan condoms. 2 kids without them. No kids with them. Keep that monthly delivery coming. Anchor. Quality chargers and electronics. They're subsidiaries, or whatever the term is for a company owned by another. Soundcore and Rogue are also great. Victorinox is my go-to Swiss Army knife. Nivea for men range. My skin feels so good and my face looks younger. Aha, I have that whole range. Body creams and wash, to face shaving stuff and moisturizers, sunblock, etc. It's relatively cheap compared to other stuff. I also, for no reason, will wear only Adidas for my relax wear and gym wear. I just like the fit and style, I guess. Get my inner Slav on. Indomie noodles, Nasco cornflakes. They'll always be the best to me. Burt's Bees, specifically the chapstick. 'Cause it works. Columbia, I have 4 of those fleeces and a jacket and I've had them for a while. Petzl, extremely well-made life support equipment. They're the masters of caving equipment, even though they center their brand on rock climbers. Nowadays, selling to climbers equals $17254. They don't use cheap materials for accessory components like Black Diamond does. I also really like Raumer for their bolt hangers and bolting hammers. I now realize the potential Arhale corporate vibe this post is giving off. Idquai, but Adidas and North Face have always been my 2 brands. I rarely wear anything else. Klein Tools. Volvo. Specifically 240-245s. My current one is an 89 wagon I bought 9 years ago for 00. Heated seats. Power windows. Cruise control. It's my 7th since I started driving in 1986. Edit. Why? I can do 90% of the work myself. The parts are not expensive. No computer, and it does wicked donuts. What a great way to advertise. Lafroy Egg Single Malt Whiskey, thanks very much. Heinz Ketchup. That's my ketchup, there is no other. Patagonia. I ripped a pair of long johns after 5 years of wearing them, so I sent them in. Patagonia no longer made that style of cap I lean anymore, so instead of sending me a new pair, they sent me my money back. I took that money and bought a new fleece. I have sent them jackets with holes and broken zippers and they come back fixed within a few weeks. Phenomenal customer service. I hate admitting loyalty to a brand, but Sony. That goddamn PlayStation 2 did it. Uniqlo, do I even have to say why? Lumaoe when you don't have money. Costco, and number X200B, edit. Thanks for the points but all I said was Costco but thanks :D. New Balance. Comfortable shoes, not overpriced, and a good share of their products are still made in the USA. Frank's Red Hot Sauce. Subaru. Reliable, safe, easy to work on, accessibility of parts, and living in the Northeast, their all-wheel drive is just about a necessity. LL Bean. Clothing built to last and they have an incredible return policy. I have a pair of Bean boots that were my dad's for 30 years before I got them and they are just like new. A&W Root Beer. Lush. Sure it's pricey but I'm paying for a brand that actually seems to care and puts effort into being as ethical as possible. and they have a policy where everyone on their shop floor is allowed to give away a product to a customer they think deserves it, usually someone who seems to be having a really bad day. Sheetz, a gas station brand in my area. It is the superior gas station chain in my area and I refuse to go anywhere else unless I have to. They're cleaner than the other gas station chains around me, the employees are nicer, they're made to order food taste better, my list goes on and on. Dr. Bronner's soap. It's great stuff without all the added crap that other soaps have that make my skin dry out. Also, they refuse to sell their products at Walmart out of principle because they don't want to be associated with them, for obvious reasons. Color me corrected, turns out they do sell at Walmart. I'd read a couple articles a bit ago about them refusing to sell there, but either that's changed or it was misinformation. Either way, great soap. The closest thing I'd have to loyalty would probably be AMD. Simply because Ryzen's are a better bang for buck than Intel's, which are priced higher simply for having dominated the market for a significant time before the Ryzen's. I'll support anything that stirs competition when I can. Angel Soft toilet paper. When it comes to S, well, it's yes. Soul Glow. Depends. They keep me from esting my pants. Nishikan. They make really nice capacitors. Vishay Dale. They make really nice resistors. Toroid. They make really nice toroidal transformers. Race Face. They make really nice bike parts. And lastly, Tabasco. They make really nice Tabasco. Respawn Entertainment. Why? Titanfall 2. That's what convinced me that all the games they make are solid gold. If you haven't heard of that game, look up reviews plus gameplay footage and I can guarantee you will not be disappointed. Shea Moisture Hair Products. There is just no comparison for curly hair. Sennheiser. Every set of earphones has been magnificent, especially when I was DJing. Cheap are often good, expensive and have never left me with buyer's remorse. Worth every penny, and I'll admit anyone sporting AirPods or Beats makes me feel totally superior to them on a basic human level. Stance socks. Honestly, they are incredible socks, and I no longer wear anything else. They're a bit expensive here in Australia, but they last for ages and my feet breathe so well in them. The Butter Blend Crew socks they do are just, wonderful. Wegmans. If you know, you know. D'Addario. Great strings. Dawn dish soap. It's the best dish soap at the grocery store. Sennheiser. Goddamn, their effing headphones are high sound quality, comfy, and also the ones with mics are really high quality. Nintendo. Back in 2000, I bought a Virtual Boy off eBay. It was cheap, like $35 with shipping and 7 games. I tried it for a while before noting a hairline crack in the stand right at the center plastic. It didn't take long before it cracked entirely in half and the stand was now no longer functional. Not knowing what to do, I decided to first call Nintendo. The representative told me it was a recognized design flaw. Sent me a new stand that showed up in less than 48 hours. A replacement part for a recognized issue in a product Nintendo sold for less than a year and had been discontinued for 4 years prior. A product they knew was second-hand. Still confident buying their products to this day. New find. Boomba socks. I'm planning on slowly buying more to replace my old socks. They are super comfy and make great compression and wool socks. A little expensive because each pair bought gives a pair to the homeless. I bought all the guys in my family a pair to try out. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to hear more of the best pose.